Hi everyone, I'm Rahul. Today's topic is Gandhiji. Gandhi's full name is Mohandas Karamchand Gandhi. He was born in 2nd October 1869. His father name is Uttam Chand Gandhi. Mother name is Putlibai Gandhi. He is a Hindu family Indian coastal Gujarat, Western India. Gandhi's struggle started for independence against British rule. This seminal movement occurred on June 7, 1893 during a train trip to Pretoria, South Africa, when a white man objected to Gandhi's presence in the first-class railway compartment. Although he had a ticket, refusing to move to the back of the train, Gandhi was forcibly removed and thrown off the train at a station in a Petermark barge. Mahatma Gandhi came back to India in 1915. Gopal Krishna Gokhale introduced him to the Indian National Congress. Gandhi attended his first Congress session in 1916. In Lucknow, he met Jawaharlal Nehru there. In 1919, India is still control of British. The newly enacted Rowlatt Act authorized British to impress people to suspects and without trial. In response, Gandhi called for a satyagraha of a peaceful protest and strikes. Violence breakout initiated, which culminated on April 13, 1919, in a massacre of Amritsar. Troops led by a British Brigadier General Reginald Dyer fired machine guns into a crowd of unarmed domestic and killed nearly 400 people. Africa and opposed British military draft of Indians to serve in World War I. Gandhi became a leading fighter in the Indian Home Rule movement. He argued government officials to stop working for the crown, students to stop attending government schools, soldiers to leave their posts, and citizens to stop paying taxes and purchasing British goods. Rather buying British manufactured clothes, he began to use a portable spinning wheel to produce his own clothes. The spinning wheel soon became a symbol of Indian independence and self-reliance. After British authority arrested Gandhi in 1922, Gandhi was released in February 1924 after appendicitis surgery. He discovered upon his release that relation between Indians, Hindus and Muslims developed during his time in jail, when violence between two religious groups formed again. Gandhi began a 3-week fast in the Thomas of 1924 to argue unity. He remained away from active political during much of later 1920s. India's independence for Great Britain as Great Britain found itself engulfed in World War II in 1942. Gandhi launched the Quit India movement that called for immediate British withdrawal from the country. In August 1942, the British arrested Gandhi with his health falling. Gandhi was released after the 19 months determined in 1944 after the Labour Party defied Churchill's conservations in British general election of 1945. It began negotiations for India independence with the Indian National Congress and Muhammad Ali Jinnah's Muslim Leadership. Gandhi played an active role in the negotiations, but he could not prevail in his hope for a unified India. Instead, the final plan called for a partition of the subcontinents along religion lines into two independent states, predominantly Hindu India and predominantly Muslim Pakistan. Satyagraha remains one of the most potent philosophy in freedom struggle throughout the world today. He leads the successful campaign in India's Independence Day against British rule and it turns inspired movement for civil rights and freedom across the world. The facts that Subhash Chandra Bose was the first person to call Mahatma Gandhi as a father of the nation. Later, the Parliament of India officially recognized Gandhi as a father of the nation. Death of the Gandhi. Gandhi was shot on 30 January 1948 by the Hindu assassinated Nathuram Godse. Nathuram Vinayak Godse seated on the left of the front row at the trial.